Okay, right now in question E, they say that determine the values of the values of x for which f of x is greater than or equals to g of x in the interval x equals to x is an element of negative infinity to 0 included. Okay, now I want you to look at this. Can you see that if you look at the function of f of x and g of x from negative infinity, so negative infinity is this point there, right? If you look at those functions there, sorry, if you look at both of those functions there, can you see that f of x going down and down and down and down and down up until negative 3, it's greater than uh, it's greater than g of x. Now remember that at negative 3 there's an asymptote as well there. We actually drew it. Remember that at negative 3 there's an asymptote there. Alright, there's an asymptote there. And then remember the coordinate happening there, it's -2. Right, remember at -3 it's a asymptote. It's the vertical asymptote for the graph of g of x. Now so seeing that it's an asymptote, it means that if we were going to write the answer, okay, now let me just quickly also show you another place where f of x is greater. If you look at f of x and g of x from -2 up until 0, can you see that go from -2 going there up until 0, f of x is still greater than 0. But if they wanted us to just only look at where f of x is greater than 0, where f of x is greater than or equals to g of x, not given the restriction, it was going to go up until the point here, right? Up until the point of another intersection of f of x and g of x. But now they just only want you to give it from negative infinity up until 0 included. So in the way that you're going to write down your answer, you're going to say that x is an element of minus theta. Now remember 3 is not included because 3 is an asymptote for the g of x. So you're going to say minus 3 open round brackets, then u. Now -2 is included, so we're going to use square brackets, -2 comma, also 0 is included, so we're going to say 0 included. Sorry. And then that's how you could have wrote down your answer in the paper. So basically this is the answer they're looking for. The first step was to identify where f of x is bigger than g of x, which is this part there and those parts there. All right, hopefully that's understandable.